Welcome to Dream On Kennels. And in today's episode, I got great news. But until then, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Now that we got that out the way, we can talk about what's going on with this Week 8 puppy update. Much hasn't been happening over the past 7 days. To be honest, it's been real simple, real quiet, very sweet. The puppies have basically just been getting acquainted with the backyard, doing more exploring, more adventure time, also learning behaviors from the parents. You can see them sitting back watching mom and dad and just basically repeating what they see being done. And it's been pretty cool. As the puppies get older, they're spending more and more time outdoors. Here in Oklahoma, we had a couple of days of rain, but the temperatures have been consistent around the upper 70s. With the temperatures being so nice, the puppies have been spending 6 to 7 hours outdoors. They've been spending that time half and half in the outdoor kennel, and then the other half outside in the backyard roaming around freely. This extra time outdoors around their parents is giving them exactly what they need as young pups. Not only being able to see their parents, but also being able to mirror and mimic the behaviors in which they see. Things such as gnawing on tree branches, trees, also seeing how their parents posture up to defend the territory at the fence line. These are all behaviors that they are already starting to exhibit or will do so in the future. So with the puppy spending more time outdoors, that gives me another chore to have to do. I transitioned from having to clean out the kitty pen, which is inside of the house, to cleaning the big pen that's outside, which is cool. The weather's been great. You know, how much the dogs try to play with the water coming out of the faucet, that's fun. You know, it's just, a time to be outdoors, but the chores do continue. So, gonna go ahead and give you all what you've been waiting for. I know you're interested in the video, seeing how the puppies are doing, all that. But at the beginning, I did tell you that I have great news. So, I'm gonna go ahead and share the great news. This past Friday, I got an email on the AKC website about Rabbit. And, didn't get too excited to begin with, just for the simple fact that you never know who you're dealing with. But turns out that these customers were serious. So after a few emails and then finally exchanging phone numbers, sending a few videos of Rabbit showing his personality, we end up coming up with a date in which they would come pick the little rascal up. This conversation took place late Friday night, and before the night was over, we ended up having a date in which they would come pick the little rascal up. Sunday, 2 p.m. So with a date and time locked in, it was showtime. I had to get paperwork all put together, had to make sure the little fella got a bath and nails were clipped, and then the last night he would spend with his little brother, playing away, enjoying the last time being in the playpen here at the kennel. On Sunday afternoon, the Gibsons came to the kennel to come pick up the new puppy. And man, were they satisfied. It turns out that they've owned boxers in the past, and they were coming to get a new one because they love the breed so much. Once all the T's were crossed and all the I's were dotted, it was time to send the Gibsons back to Kansas with their new boxer puppy.